Welcome back, guys. Checking out the current top 10. Team exclusive, once again, still sitting there at 1370. Team Philosophy taking the W there, moving up on the scoreboard. Still sitting at third place position, but moving up to 1165 on the scoreboard. We do have the teams ready. We're getting the overlay set right now, and the match will begin here shortly. Thank you guys so much for hanging with us. This may be our last match. We'll have to see.
Yeah, and so Polar Ace versus Fighting 5. We have seen a little bit from both teams, but Fighting 5 has a better standing in the current top 10. As we can see, they have 1,000 points. Top 10 actually is pretty interesting, as really it's like the 5 through 10 that are really close, and otherwise it's not exactly that close. Exclusive 1370 points. They're over 100 points away from the second place, and with that, even second place is almost 100 points away from third place. So a lot of difference between first, second, and third. But otherwise, like I think 5th through 10th are very close together. Polar Ace, we haven't seen much from them recently, but these are both American teams. Both North American teams are going to be in the North American server. And we're going to see this one waiting and ready to go. Yeah, so going to be starting soon.
Ready,
I believe it's going to. Yeah, it's going to be Polar Ace on the CT side, Fighting T on the T side, and we only actually have seen 2 maps today, which is a little unfortunate. I hope to see more map diversity with Plaza, Legacy, and Canals. But we saw none of those maps, unfortunately, and we only saw Bureau and Grounded. But remember, guys, new map coming out soon. That's Raid. Gridclops have featured that one. Personally, I'll be making a video on that on my channel. But yeah, it's going to be coming out soon. Enough with that talk. We're going to be seeing Fighting 5. 3 players over towards B long, 2 over towards B mid, I believe. And it's going to be a slow push, more of a contact play. And they saw him out. Polar Ace is going to still be a little bit stubborn on the A site, sticking around a little longer than they should be, but finally rotating over 4 players on the B site now, and Carlos HD is going to spot them out over towards B mid. He spots one out and getting a lot of damage with Cheeseburger, finishes them off. He steals the kills and finally taking down 3v2 now for O-Edit, and fading away with some shots there. But Turtle, Polar Ace somehow turns this one back in their favor. Fighting 5 had the huge advantage going into this one. They got the first pick, were rushing up, but eventually got stopped quick in their tracks. But all the players on the server are very low right now. Polar Ace 8 HP onto Carlos HD and 21 on a Turtle, but Edit only has 21 as well, so it's going to be a struggle for both teams.
Carlos taking his time right now. 3v1 situation. Edit, like Kumok just said, last player alive here, moving through B long, taking his time. He's got to move quick though. 23 left on the clock. Got to move out, get that bomb planted. You don't want to hang there very long. Cannot believe he's actually made it across there alive. I don't even think they've realized his bomb is going down. Turtle actually does, and Cheese in just a little bit waits for that bomb, just about to go down, and pops a shot over there on Edit. Edit's at scoreboard slightly, moving up 1-0.
Yeah, that actually, Turtle shooting him right before he gets that bomb plant, that's very important, because the T side then, they're left with a very low amount of money, because if they did get that bomb plant, that's an extra $1,100 in their bank accounts, and they could have potentially gone for the force buy, but at this point they're going for just pistols, maybe 1 GSR here or there, and that's going to basically guarantee the second round for Polar Ace. So that denial of the bomb plant instead of the defuse does a ton for them. Well, if you didn't actually know that much, it's a pretty big but yet small detail in the story of the match
thus far. Indeed. What do you mean by forced buy, guys? They would have would have forced both teams to buy heavy weapons, AKs, SMGs, assault rifles, to be able to compete. If they had gotten that bomb planted, they would have extra cash. Now we're seeing Fighting 5 stuck with just pistols, and Polar Ace taking their time. Looks like most of them are just using pistols as well. Bought a couple grenades. Just going to take their time, save some cash for round number 3. Carlos going to strike first, dropping down Frosty. And Carlos also going to find shots there on Edit. 2 men down, 3 men down for Fighting 5. Cheeseburger coming in, cheesing a little bit, fighting Snowy. 25 left on the clock.
And now Epics, they believe it's Epics, last one alive. He doesn't get 1 kill in the Turtle, but 2 actually, and a little bit over 3. How has he done this? 5 HP too, and Swolger does have a lot of HP to work with though, so he should be winning this one out, but my god, it made it look scary. He just has to run now. He only has 5 seconds left on the clock, and that's going to be Swolger very slightly winning that one out for Polar Ace. That looked very scary though, Epics with 3 quick frags on the P250 nonetheless. That gun is not the most ideal gun you want for the clutch situation, but somehow he makes that work. And my god, Epics, that's going to pad his stats. Get them a little hyped. Even if they did lose that round, they got 3 extra kills that they shouldn't have gotten.
Oh, indeed.
At all.
You got to feel good about that. He's going to have a little bit extra cash. Some epic shots coming from Epics right there. Fighting 3 players. Almost was able to get Swigger down. If he misses that MR96 shot, he might be able to turn around and got him. Unfortunately, not able to pull that off. We do see, it looks like T is going to opt to stay with pistols this round. This could be a 3-0 lead team. Polar Ace will have. Gotta take their time. You're taking a little too much time, though, you know? You're playing with your pistols, but you're taking too much time. You're letting CT get set up. You're letting them get entrenched on the bomb sites, and that is never good here. We're seeing a long-range shot versus an AK, and that's not going to end well. Turtle going to find shots there, and Epic's dropping him on the ground. Can't do anything this round. He'll have to come in round number 4, hopefully help his team out again. Carlos HD going to find shots there on Frosty and dropping him on the ground. 5 players currently up here for Team Polar Ace. Only 2 alive now for Team Fighting 5. 3 other Fighting 5 have been dropped. Carlos finding shots there at Cheeseburger coming from behind, connecting multiple shots there on Snowy. Finally able to drop him. Going to check his corner. Now fighting a man. Last player alive here for Team Fighting 5 is Soy. Bomb is all the way over by connectors, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. And really, I think this round's over. So it's an important time to talk about terminology that we, because some of the people in the audience might not be as familiar with the terminology. So a few of you guys were asking about force buy and eco. So basically what force buy is generally when you don't have enough money to do a full buy. A full buy is like armor, assault rifles, generally an AK or an M4 or sniper, depending on which one you prefer, and grenades. That's a full buy. We call that just basically a gun round, right? But a force buy is, let's say you barely have enough for an AK, but no armor, or barely enough for armor and a pistol, but and some grenades, but not an assault rifle, right? That's a force buy, essentially. It's when you decide, okay, we're going to use all of our money, and we're not going to get the best amount of equipment nor guns, but we're going to try and make do with it. That's basically what a force buy is. And an eco, on the other hand, is when, essentially, you save your money, you buy maybe a pistol, and that's about it. So you're trying to save as much money as you can, so you can build up money to buy for a gun round. And that's basically the rundown of our terminology that we use here, so you guys can understand it a little bit better.
Indeed, what Kumark said, guys. Thank you so much, Kumark, for covering for me right there. Headache has been killing me. Allergies, guys. I've been complaining about them past couple of streams. Frosty and Cheeseburger go head to head right there. Frosty's going to find shots there on Cheeseburger, drop him down, not before he can do anything. He's going to be able to find Soy, put him on the ground. Carlos is going to find shots there at Epics. It's a 3v4 situation, 3 men up currently for Team Fighting 5. 3 out of the 5, 4 men alive for Team Polar Ace. Turtle disconnecting and reconnecting here. Taking their time. T just moving too slowly. They're going to get a bomb plant down there. Edit going to get dropped and gets punished for, once again, just playing slowly. Playing too slow, hanging around, playing scared. And he's going to get dropped. 4v2 situation. Bomb slowly ticking down.
And now just, they've gotten the bomb plant, and that's going to help them with the money. But in the end, I don't think they're going to be able to win this one out. Fighting 5 now. Just 1 player left, and that's Frosty. Playing around the smoke, but that's all they can do now. They're going to come with the defuse, the clean 4-0. Polar Ace, they're going to have a lot of money built up after this one. So defuse comes in. They do get actually a lot of money, also $1,100, plus the round win bonus, which is going to be around $3,000 something.
Close to it. Math is not my strongest right now, but yeah, around that, guys. That's big for them. Cash for days currently. You know, we could see Team Fighting 5 take the next couple of rounds, and Polar Ace is still going to be a great cash situation. Even if that happens, it's not looking like it's going to happen, though. 4-0 currently in round number 5. T's just, they got to play because of the cash situation they're in, but they're still playing too slow. Cheeseburger punishes Epics. He's going to get dropped, though, by Edit.
There's a lot of lag coming out, server lag at least, from both teams, and can't do much about that. So you're going to see some shots through the walls. It's not hacking, it's just server lag. Wish they would fix the servers, but, critical force, they got a lot to work on. So props to them. The Polar Ace now, just trying to keep the site in containment, 3v3, and it really doesn't look like Fighting 5 are going to get anywhere through. Trying to run through smokes and flashbang through those isn't going to work out in the smallest of maps, which is grounded, and now Snowy kind of just trapped alone. He does catch a cage and actually aggressing, but now somehow pulls it in their favor. Carlos HD now, though, 100 HP on the Soy de Rancho. Soy 28 HP. Can he really do it? The bomb's out in the open. He's got to retrieve that if he wants to get anywhere. With only 30 seconds left, seems like a grim possibility for him. He's going to be peeking out aggressive with the timing. Carlos spots him out, and he's just going to end his life right there. Polar Ace picking up their 5th, and going into the 6th round, Carlos, $9,000, man. Give me some of your money. I want that in my bank account.
No
Wish I could
kidding.
have that too, but
I'm not sure why Soy was creeping. You're exposing yourself, trying to go for the bomb. You just gotta run. Don't take your time there. You've exposed yourself. Run, run, run. You're just taking tiny little steps towards it. Gets punished by Carlos. Currently, Carlos's team, Polar Ace, in a great situation, leading 5-0. Cash on their side, weapon on their side, momentum on their side as well, and KD's in their advantage. Carlos at 10-2 currently. Great KD.
Yeah, that KD really. Normally we say KD doesn't mean much, but that means that for Ace, even their lowest deaths in their player, or the highest amount of deaths on the player side is 4. That's Cheeseburger, and that just shows that players aren't really dying, even though they're winning the round. They can be winning the rounds, but with it being really close, not going to have a lot of financial stability. Epics, though, 1 HP and
somehow staying alive.
Yeah.
This could be the first round for Team Fighting 5.
Ooh, and Soy with that peek. He's going to catch Cheeseburger off guard, but Swooger now. 1 player left. What can he do? He gets 2, though, onto the side already, but shut down by Oed, and that's going to be Fighting 5 with their first round.
Well played. Taking round number 6 there. Moving into round number 7. First point on the board for them. You don't want to get, you want to get at least 4 on the CT side. You want to actually be on the T side. You know, again, all maps will CT sided, but you'll want to at least get 4 to have a really good fighting chance. Of course, there are some impressive comebacks, but a really good fighting chance. You want at least 4 points up there on the scoreboard. You need to see a couple more rounds going in favor of Fighting 5. Cheeseburger striking first, though. Not going to let that happen easily. Dropping down Snowy. 1:17 left on the clock. Soy de Rancho here. Love that name to say.
Oh, Frosty misses so many bullets, but yeah, Nate's gonna finish him off. Soy with his teammate there. And Frosty, actually, if he goes out fast enough, he can catch off that B mid player. But flashes out and flashes himself, so that's gonna be a little unfortunate there. Carlos, though, picking him off, and that's just gonna be 1 player left. That's Soy. And after such a good last round, so solid, it just crumbles again under pressure. Soy trying to see what he can do. He does have control of the bomb, but 45 seconds, and he's being insta-surrounded right now. Cajun doesn't have to aggress too much. Yeah, this is going to be the end. I think it's going to be a 6-1 unless Soy can pull something remarkable off, which I have a feeling he's not going to be doing that anytime soon. Does get 1 kill on the Cajun, but I feel like that's just going to be it. They're going to be rotating over at least 1 player over towards the A side. Maybe? Not even sure. Soy's got a long way to go, though, so even if he does get there just barely in time, he's going to have to cover off all the angles. And right now, 13 seconds left. He's going to get there just in the nick of time to plant the bomb. Trying to make this one interesting, actually. He's going to get the bomb down with 5 seconds left. And Polar Ace smartly coming in for the retake on both sides. They're both going to be making sure that there's enough opportunity, enough chance for them to be getting into this one. Carlos coming in from connector, and he's going to be clearing out as much of the side as possible. But Soy playing in a very, very passive position. He's not going to make any sound until he needs to. Carlos now finally taking him down, though, so that's just going to be Polar Ace able to pick him off, going to the 6-1.
6-1, Polar Ace taking round number 7. Moving on to round number 8, currently leading 5-1. Polar Ace has the advantage. On the T side, Fighting 5 struggling thus far. Edit 2-6, Frosty 3-7. Both of those players really need to step up. Snowy as well. Soy playing very, very well. 7-5, helping his team out here. Been one of the last players alive the majority of the time. And with that positive KD, only positive KD on Fighting 5. Need his teammates to help him out a little bit more if they want a chance at taking this. Turtle going to strike first, dropping down Epics. He's not going to be able to do anything epic this round. Frosty, multiple shots being connected on him. Snowy's going to put down Cajun X. Turtle finds shots on Frosty. Turtle trying to reload.
The reload.
Jukes out of the way. And it's still going to get dropped. Or drop Turtle down. Carlos going to find shots there on Edit.
Yeah, and Snowy's going to be surrounded any second now. Cheeseburger, you're going to know he's over towards Wagon. And Snowy's going to be looking the wrong way any second now. Cheeseburger Gonna aggress a little bit, but he's just gonna pick him off. Couple seconds here. I do believe Snowy still sitting there, but he's gonna get taken down to 1 HP, and Polar Ace look to pick up their 7th round on the board.
Swigger finishes off Snowy.
Yeah, Carlos Snow, 15 and 4. That's a remarkable kill death ratio. Basically pulling off 4 KD, and as we said, we had a lot of good teamwork in the past. We had almost every combination of match you can see. We had great teamwork. That's like the most ideal first game you want to see. Great teamwork, a very close match. Right now we have the carry Meister, Carlos coming in. Closest person is Cheeseburger, 8 frags away, and even then, this team's still doing very good work. Fortunately, though, for Fighting 5. 5 players over towards B-mid, and they don't even check the corner. Cheeseburger lines 2 up, and he's going for the 3rd. Runs out of ammo, though. It's going to end his massacre over towards B-mid. Sugar waiting to see if they're going to rotate over towards A-mid, but right now, they're actually going to be trying to do that, I believe. Sugar exactly waiting for them. Has an idea, but not going to be too keen on it. He's going to be walking around.
Throw a frag grenade over to his right and go ahead and back up towards B site. Like this play, is able to hear a couple players coming over towards him. Go back with your team, set up, and just wait for them to make the next move. They're playing the CT side very, very well, waiting on the T to push in. And T is just scared. They don't know what to do. They're playing too scared. Time is ticking down. They have to rush into site here with a little time left in the clock. CT is entrenched. They're ready. They're waiting for them. If you're going to rush into the site with 15 seconds left, why don't you rush into the site with 50 seconds left? At least CT's not as ready for you guys to push. Carlos going to find shots there on Frosty. Swigger going to drop Soy. And the last player alive is the one and only Edit. Sitting with 100 health, trying to stay alive. Used all of his cash to buy an AK. At this point, save my bro. Don't even peek. I would just save and pray to God nobody comes around that corner. You have 5 seconds to stay alive.
Gonna barely get that one alive, but even then, I could see the round collapsing even before. It's 5 players there, 2 picked off instantly, but the rest of the 3, they weren't even in close to each other. One was towards B-mid, one was A-mid, and one was storage. And no trade opportunities for either of those players if they did somehow get a kill or die in that situation. And Fighting 5 really not playing too well as a team. We see 1 player to Storage, Bob and Storage alone right now. Not sure why they did that. With smoke too, and it seems like it's all going down here for Fighting 5.
Carlos HD getting dropped down. Soy Cheeseburger moving in here to concessions. Gonna maybe go for seconds on that 3-man he had earlier. Turtle finding some shots from connector, not connecting anybody. He's gonna rotate out, and Epic's gonna punish him with a headshot there with the MR96. Minute 5 left on the clock. Carlos is gonna put down Epics before he can do anything else. Snowy finding shots there on Cage and X. Cheeseburger knows that player just went down and gonna rotate around to see if he can help his teammate out who just went down. Does hear a player taking his time, leaves his shots nice, and Snowy goes down 9-1. Polar Ace with another victory in round number 10.
Yeah, going into the 11th round, if we do see the 11-1 on this, will come back like 13-2? Or not 13-2, I don't know what I'm saying. 10-2 or 9-3, even that's even better. But 11-1 is a very grim scoreline to see going into the half. Your teammates down, morale's down, everyone wants to just get out of the server, and Cheeseburger already opening it up with Cajun. And they're just going to be tag teaming, having some fun over towards B-mid, making sure no aggression is allowed there. And that flashbang, perfect actually. Cheeseburger is going to try and peek out aggressively with that one. But doesn't spot anyone out yet.
Now Cheeseburger's just solo over here, completely alone. Coming in backstab, and he keeps doing this over and over and over again, and Fighting 5 is not adjusting to it. You're going to see a backstab here on Epic's. Going to go down. I believe there's one more T player chilling out over here. Here's Snowy, trying to stay alive by a site. Cheeseburger is going to come for the backstab. Edit going to find shots there on Carlos. Cheeseburger coming in very soon. He finds shots there on Edit right after, and Snowy's going to put down Turtle. It's a 1v2 situation. Swigger and Cheeseburger live versus Snowy. Snowy's going to drop down Swigger. Here we go. This is Swigger. Excuse me, Snowy. Cheeseburger finds shots and Snowy puts him on the ground. Another round going to Team Polar Ace. 10-1. Not a good situation for Fighting 5.
Yeah, there's not really much to analyze at this point. The combination of CT-sidedness on maps and Polar Ace, they're playing tremendously well. Carlos still doing the massive carry, but Cheeseburger coming in saying, yeah, I want to pad my stats as well. And he's going to come in with the 14-7 on the scoreline, but whiff shot there from Cajun. He's going to have to relocate there as he gets pushed back. He knows the players are pushing very aggressively. Doesn't get one. Somehow I thought that connected, but getting 2 shots off and still not getting a single frag. But nice headshot there from Cajun. And he's going to spot 2 players, and he gets the 3K there, finishing off the last 2 with the pistol. They were completely blinded, had nothing to do there. And 11-1, I think we're going to be seeing the 13-1 here for Polar Ace if they can pull it off on the pistol round. The GH is kind of an insult to injury at this point, not really. 05. Yeah, Fighting 5.
At this point, kind of an insult to injury. For me, if I'm on Fighting 5, I just want to get 2 more rounds on the board. That's what I'd be saying, guys. We are going to win this. Just most likely not. I just want to get a couple more points on the scoreboard, and hopefully they'll be able to do that.
Yeah, make it look a little bit contested. Right now, it's a complete shutdown, mowing down. The Polar Ace looks like they can go into any site. No contestation whatsoever. And Cheeseburger, I don't see anyone, but once again, we saw the CT side so deadly. So very CT-sided on every map, and that frag's gonna miss by just a tad bit. Cheeseburger could have killed him with that frag, but just whiffed a tad bit.
Cheeseburger trying to find an angle, but Snowy's gonna drop him. Carlos gonna back his teammate up and put down Soy and Frosty as 2 men down for Team Fighting 5. There's 3 up currently for Polar Ace, and 1 man is gonna go down for evening it up. 2v2 situation right now. Bomb has been planted over here on B. Swigger alive here. Gonna go up against Epix. Epix fires a couple shots, connecting 1 or 2 at least. And using the MR96, moving around a little too aggressively, and he's gonna get dropped down to 10 HP. Gotta be careful with that MR96. Gotta have accurate shots with the lower rate of fire, but has a huge damage dealt potential. Turtle dueling inside of B-Long, finds a headshot there on Epix, or pretty close to a headshot at least. I believe it was a next shot.
Yeah, and it's gonna go for the defuse. He's gonna, oh my god, oh, he misses? Does he get it? Oh my god, and it gets that off of the miss from Turtle. That is a huge whiff, and Turtle is going to be hitting himself over the head there. That is so sad. Yeah, the rubber band that comes in, that is, that's a sigh of relief for Fighting 5. They're cheering on that one. That is not a round they should have won whatsoever. They had 2 players alive, and both from them from Polar Ace, they were ready to kill him, but the rubber band saves his life in Fighting 5. Get away with a very, very lucky shot.
Props to Ed for going for that defuse, being able to sneak up there on site. Unfortunately, though, he was rubber banded back. 2-11. Team Polar Ace still in a great round situation. 11-2. You got a good cushion. Carlos striking first, dropping down Frosty. 4 men out for Team Fighting 5. Cajun, a couple shots being fired on him. Snowy's going to put down Cajun.
Yeah, now the kill on Snowy really actually benefits Polar Ace more because they know one's flank already. They have good post-plant position set up, so 4v3 situation, even with limited equipment, they're going to be in a better spot to take this round away.
Carlos puts down Snowy. Swigger finds Edit. Soy comes in from the back, puts out Turtle, but Swigger quick to respond and drop down Soy. 12-2. This is match point now for Team Polar Ace.
Yeah, Polar Ace is going to be taking this one. I believe 13-2. I don't think they're going to have a chance. Vision in the not Vision. I don't know why I said Vision. Fighting 5 in the next round. Force buying, obviously. They're going to have to be force buying every single round from here on out if they want any chance. But going for the nades at this point, do they go for the nades or do they go for the armor and the guns? I do believe the armor and the guns is better shot at this point. They don't have very much money to spare on nades, and Polar Ace already opening it up. And a 4v4 with better equipment, better utility. Oh, that nade? Going to do tremendous damage on a turtle, actually. 48 HP taken away from him, and they now know that it's going to be a dedicated B-side hit, but
3v2. Soy with a nice drop shot on Cajun X, chilling all the way back inside a concession stand. Carlos going to find shots there on Frosty and make it a 2v2 situation. 56 left on the clock. Swigger carrying the bomb in here of baggage claim. Taking his time. Looks like he will be moving towards B-Long right now.
I'm going to expect Epix, though. He's going to be staying in a very cheeky corner. Spotted out, actually, and now he's the last one alive. 100 HP, but only 5 bullets, and he has to realize he's going to have to reload very soon. 0 bullets, though.
Wow. And Swigger playing it right. Going to start rotating back towards A as fast as possible. Epix, got to be careful. He does not know the rotate. He's going to figure this out pretty soon, though. Hopefully before the bomb goes down. Nope, he's not. He's staying here. That bomb is going to be able to get planted, and he's going to be able to entrench himself inside of the A site. Epic's figuring out something might be up. He starts moving quick, doesn't see anybody in baggage check-in. He knows a bomb has been planted over here on Ace site. This is match point once again for Team Polar Ace. Epix has to pull something epic off here if he wants to keep his team in this.
Yeah, and he's not going to expect Sugar at all to be towards storage. Sugar's going to basically wait for the tap on the defuse, and Epix, he's going to have to guess where he's coming from, and he's going to get this completely wrong. Sugar now coming in from the back lines. This is going to be a GG there. Polar Ace win at 13-2, and that is just amazing showing from Polar Ace. 3 one-sided affairs we saw today, and only one very close matchup.
Indeed, Team Polar Ace taking the W there. Very impressive KDs on Team Polar Ace. GG's to both team. Multiple one-sided matches today. The first match was incredibly close. If you guys weren't able to check that out, wait till the stream is over and go back and rewatch that round. Crazy. 13-11. The last 2 rounds went in favor of the winning team, but besides that, it was every match was traded. One CT, T, CT, T, T, CT. Kept trading back and forth. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. That was our last match. For those of you that don't know, registration is now open for both Forward Assault and Bullet Force tournaments. Each tournament will include cash prizes and exclusive camos in-game for the winning team. Camos made just for you that only you can have. Guys, once again, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Cool Mark, thank you for being here with me today and covering me while I'm sitting here with my headache. We do have the final top 10 we're going to go ahead and throw in here. Guys, if you're interested in picking up the brand new flavor Ragin' Gummy Fish, you guys can use code esportsmobile to get 10% off anything on G Fuel's website, including that purchase of Ragin' Gummy Fish. I would recommend picking up the collector's box. It's $39.99. You get a tub of Ragin' Gummy Fish, a exclusive new Phase shaker. It is a flavor inspired by Phase Jeff. For those of you that did not know, it is a great flavor. Tastes just like gummy fish, but in a good way. It really is good. Guys, here is the updated scoreboard. Team Exclusive still leading 1370, Team Brile at 1286, Philosophy 1165, and Prisma and Detrar in the 4th and 5th place respectively. M2S 1038 in the 7th place position. And you guys can go ahead and read off the rest there. Fighting 5 dropping down to 958 after their loss.
And so hopefully next time we'll see more close matches, because obviously it's more a crowd pleaser to see very close, intense matches. But you know, we got what we got today. It seemed like they wanted to be quick and over with. So basically, that's what's going to be happening. Once again, check out our sponsor, G Fuel, code eSportsMole for 10% off that Rage flavor. Like Sun Death was saying, pretty good stuff. I haven't had the chance myself to check it out, but I hopefully will be able to check that out as soon as possible. You know, I want to get that yummy flavors in my mouth. So
indeed.
Thank you guys for.
Yeah, cool. You can finish up and say, cool, Mark, didn't mean to cut you off. All right, guys. Oh, sorry. I love the internet,
God.
don't you?
Yeah.
I would have been quiet.
You go for it. I'm new to this, so I'll just stay silent.
No, you're good. Guys, thank you for joining us once again. This is King of the Arena Tournament Season 3. You guys can check out our social media links in the video description down below. If you don't know who Cool Mark is, I don't know where you've been in the mobile community. But if you don't, you guys can check him out on YouTube and on Twitter at Cool Mark. It's 487 on Twitter, right? At Cool Mark 487? 482.
Yeah,
that's right, 482. Got my numbers slightly wrong there. And also on YouTube at Cool Mark. Definitely check him out, guys. If you are new to the Mobile Esports channel, consider subscribing. I can't talk. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling on and end the stream here. Cool, Mark, anything else you want to say?
Just thank you for the opportunity, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Take care, guys.
Peace. We'll see you somewhere soon on the internet.